Welcome once again to another new video. This is Santhu Sahu and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. And in this video, I'll be covering some important previous year questions for the upcoming CUET PG English Literature exam. I have prepared some important previous year questions for the upcoming CUET PG English Literature exam. So this is the day 1. I will be covering some important previous year questions on English literature for the upcoming CUET PG English Literature exam. Please do let me know if everything is okay, if I am audible and visible to all of you, and if the PPT is also visible to all of you. Please do let me know if everything is visible to all of you. So here I am again with a set of previous year questions for the upcoming CUET PG English Literature exam. Do join and let me know if everything is okay. Let me know if everything is okay. Please do join. And those who have not joined yet, you can watch this session later. And this is my humble request to all of you. Please do subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon to get more notification that I will upload in this channel. And please visit the playlist, that is CUET PG English Literature mock test, and in that playlist you will get all the videos that I have recently uploaded. I have recently completed 1000 mock tests, so I hope those videos will definitely help you. So do watch and be benefited by those by those free videos. Okay, please do let me know if everything is okay, if I am audible and visible to all of you. Please make sure to subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon to get more notification that I will upload in this channel. So I do not want to waste your time. Let's get started with question number 1 here. Okay, actually I had prepared many questions, but I do not know how I had deleted those questions. Okay, so in this video I will be covering only 35 questions, but my intention was to complete 60 to 70 questions. But when I was preparing, when I was going live, I found that I had not saved that PPT actually. So only 35 questions we'll be discussing in this video. So let's get started. That is also enough questions. And so here is your first question on your screen. Please do answer in the comment box. Do join. Do join in the comment box. So here the first question is that Milton's unholy trinity of characters. Milton's unholy trinity of characters include error, temptation, that is then Satan, sin, death, temptation, sin, temptation, and Satan, Satan, sin, and death. Write the answer in the comment box. These are all previous year questions. Okay, I had compiled all these questions. So actually I had prepared today 100 MCQ questions, but unfortunately those questions were saved by me. I had not saved those questions, so don't worry, I will again prepare those questions, but in this video I will be covering only 35 important MCQ questions. Okay, now let me tell these first questions here. Please do answer in the comment box. So Milton's unholy trinity of characters include error, temptation, Satan, sin, death, temptation, sin, temptation, Satan, Satan, sin, death. What would be the right answer? Do write in the comment box. Do write in the comment box. Those who are watching, please write in the comment box. What is the right answer here? So here the right answer is D, that is Satan, sin, and death. The unholy trinity of characters in Milton's Paradise Lost is Satan, sin, and death. And you know that Paradise Lost was published in which year? For the first time it published in 1667 with 10 books, and then the second version came in 1674 that came with 12 books. 2 books were added, so that is 12 books. So 1667 and 1674. So Milton's unholy trinity in Paradise Lost are Satan, sin, and death. Moving ahead to question number 2 here. Moving ahead to question number 2. Now the second question number 2 is here. Joyce, that is James Joyce. James Joyce's novel Ulysses takes place over what period of time? A week, 24 hours, a lifetime, 6 months. This is an important question. James Joyce, who is an Irish novelist, the Irish writer James Joyce. Now, James Joyce's novel Ulysses takes place over what period of time? Your options are a week, 24 hours, a lifetime, 6 months. What would be the right answer here? James Joyce's novel Ulysses that came in 1922. Do you know that Ulysses was published in 1922? In 1922, the novel Ulysses was, yes, hello, yes, Ulysses came in 1922. So in that same day, in that same year, another important novel was published. That is D.H. Lawrence, Aaron's Rot. D.H. Lawrence, Aaron's Rot. Priyangshu is saying that it is 20. Priyangshu is saying Pragati and Priyangshu, Priti, then Isna. They are all saying that 24 hours. Exactly right. 24 hours is the right answer. So D.H. Lawrence novel, that is Aaron's Rot. That was also published in 1922. So 1922 में Ulysses आया था, D.H. Lawrence का Aaron's Rot आया था. Another that is by T.S. Eliot, that was The Wasteland. The Wasteland also came in 1922. And what is the opening line of Wasteland? The opening line of Wasteland is April is the cruelest month. The opening line of Wasteland is April is the cruelest month. April is the cruelest month. Whereas Geoffrey Chaucer's general prologue to the Canterbury Tales Geoffrey Chaucer's general prologue to the Canterbury Tales belongs with that April is the sweetest month. April is the sweetest month. Okay. Here in James Joyce's Ulysses, it is Leopold Bloom. Isna, Priti, Pragati, Priyangshu, all of you are right actually. All of you are right. And who is the main protagonist of Ulysses? Ulysses novel का main protagonist कौन है? Who is the protagonist? Who is the main character of Ulysses? Who is the main protagonist of the novel Ulysses by Joyce? James Joyce, the Irish writer. Who is the protagonist of the novel Ulysses? It is Leopold Bloom. It is Leopold Bloom. So Leopold Bloom is the main protagonist of the novel Ulysses. It is Leopold Bloom. And here is the explanation that James Joyce's Ulysses having the central character Leopold Bloom is a middle-aged advertising salesman whose wanderings are not across the world during many years but around Dublin over the course of one day, 16 June 1904. That one day is 16 June 1904. So James Joyce's Ulysses, the main character is Leopold Bloom. Moving on to question number 3. Plato did not want poets in his Republic because Leopold, Priyangshu, Leopold Bloom is the right answer here. Exactly. Priyangshu. You're absolutely right. Now question number 3. Question number 3 का right answer क्या होगा? Plato did not want poets in his Republic. Plato did not want poets in his Republic because he believed poets were anarchic by temperament. He found poetry a corrupting influence on youth. Number C, he thought poetry an unpopular genre, or he found that poets were flatterers of rulers. Why did Plato did not want poets, or why did he banish the poets from his ideal state? Because what is the reason? A, B, C, D. Plato did not want poets in his Republic. So Plato has written The magnum opus Republic. Republic is the important work written by Plato, and Plato banished the poets from his ideal state. It is because Isna is saying that Isna, you are exactly right. Preeti also right, because he found poetry a corrupting influence on youth. Diktava Sinha, you are also absolutely right. Diktava Preeti Isna Pragati, you are also right here, that he found poetry a corrupting influence on youth. Hmm. And what are the other major works of Plato? What are the other, Priyansu, you are also right. B is the answer. Now tell me, what are the other important works of Plato? What are the other important works of Plato? Plato का other important works क्या है? What are the other important works of Plato? Another important work of Plato is Ion. ION. Then you have, after Ion you have, that is Symposium, and then you have Phaedrus, Phaedrus. So these are important work written by Plato. That is, Republic is the magnum opus. Then Ion, Symposium, Phaedrus. These are important works written by Plato. And here is the explanation, that in the Republic, Plato argues that poets have no place in an ideal state. They spread misinformation. Why? Why he is banishing the poets from his ideal state? Because he is giving the he is giving the reason that poets spread misinformation and corrupt the youth's minds. Poet क्या करता है? youth's mind को corrupt करता है. Okay. Dialogue is another word. Republic, yeah, yellow diary. So you know that it is actually that the Republic is actually in the Socratic dialogue. The Republic is actually written in a Socratic dialogue. Socratic as a character appears in Plato's Republic. Socrates as a character appears in Plato's Republic. Okay. Now the reason that why he is banishing is that poets spreads misinformation and corrupt the youth minds. The Republic written by Plato discusses the ideal state and still continues to influence debates on political philosophy. Moving on to question number, Republic dialogue, yeah, these are all important works written by you have Plato. Moving on to question number 4, Bapsi Sidhwa. Bapsi Sidhwa's novel Cracking India was originally published as. Bapsi Sidhwa's novel Cracking India was originally published as Ice Candyman, The Co-Eaters, Water and American Brat. Bapsi Sidhwa's novel Cracking India was originally published as Ice Candyman, The Co-Eaters, Water and American Brat. Now, you know that Bapsi Sidhwa is actually a Pakistani novelist, but he was from Gujarati descent. Yeah, Preeti Priyangshu Bisnu Pragati. It is not Preeti Priyangshu Bisnu. You are absolutely right. Ice Candyman is the right answer here. And you know that Bapsi Sidhwa is actually a Pakistani writer who was who has the Gujarati descent actually. He also written the Water. Water is another important novel written by Bapsi Sidhwa, and Bapsi Sidhwa's novel Cracking India was originally published as Ice Candyman. Okay. Moving on to question number Diktava Sinha, you are also absolutely right. A is the right answer. Moving on to question number 5 here. Who coined the phrase lost generation? I had also earlier discussed these questions. Tomorrow I am assuring you that I will come with more than 60 questions. Okay. I had a plan today to complete 60 to 70 questions, but unfortunately I had not saved those questions when I was compiling those questions. Okay, but PPT I had not saved. Okay, unfortunately. So when I was going to search that. Okay, I found that. Oh my God, what did I do? Hmm. So here D one is saying Priyangshu is saying that Priyangshu is, yeah, Priyangshu, you are absolutely right. Priyangshu, you are absolutely right. Deeptava, you are absolutely right. It is Jartud Stein. F. Scott Fitzgerald, Hemingway, Sharon Anderson. It is Jartud Stein who coined the phrase lost generation. Lost generations was coined by Isna. You are also absolutely right. D is the right answer here. Jartud Stein has coined the phrase lost generation. But try to remember this thing that it was popularized by, but who popularized the lost generation? But who popularized? It was coined by Jartud Stein, but who did popularize? It was popularized by whom? इसने popularize किया था इसको. It was popularized by Ernest Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway had actually popularized, but okay, Ernest Hemingway in his novel, The Sun Also Rises. The sun also rises. This is the novel written by Hemingway, where he says that you are all a lost generation writer. That you are all lost generation writer. A lost generation writer. A lost generation writer. So in which book, okay, Hemingway said that you are all a lost generation writer. So this is the sequel. It is not sequel, it is actually epigraph. So it is not sequel, it is epigraph. This is the epigraph of the novel. The Sun Also Rises. The Sun Also Rises is a novel by Hemingway, and in that epigraph of the novel, The Sun Also Rises, Hemingway has written that you are all a lost generation writer, and they are actually rounded around the First World War writer. During the First World, they were writing during the First World War. So that's why the lost generation. Okay, why it is lost? Lost means why it is lost? Why they are called lost generation? What do you mean by the word lost here? What is the actual meaning of? Write it in the comment box. Why they are called lost generation? Okay. So now moving on to question number 6. In Memoriam was published in 1855, 1850, 1854, 1864. इन देखो एक क्वेश्चन में बहुत सारा कंसेप्ट आ जाएगा, ठीक है. ऐसे ही पढ़ना है, रिलेट करके पढ़ना है. याद रखना कैसे है, ये रिलेट कर करके पढ़ना है, ठीक है. सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन के पढ़ के मार्किंग अप करके कोई फायदा नहीं है इसको. जस्ट try to relate one literary text with another literary text. Then it will be easy to remember. When you are able to relate one text with another text, then it is very easy to remember all these things. So in this way, due to war, no, it is not due to war. Okay, so Isna is saying that in memoriam was published in Priti is saying Priti, Pragati, Vishnu, it is BBB. Pragati and Priyangshu, you are absolutely right that 1850 in memoriam was published in 1850. 1850 is the right answer here. 1850 in memoriam was published in 1850, and it was actually an elegy. It was actually an elegy, and it was written in iambic pentameter. So this in memoriam was written in iambic pentameter. It is an elegy on the death of each friend. Who is he? On the death of each friend. Who is he? कौन है वो? Who is he? In memoriam is actually an elegy on the death of each friend. And earlier mentioned, what is the name? Iambic pentameter में लिखा हुआ था, that is an elegy actually. And what is the name of each friend? It is actually Arthur Henry Hallam. Arthur Henry Hallam is the right answer here. That is Arthur Henry Hallam is the right answer. So it was an elegy on the death of Arthur Henry Hallam. So here, yeah, Isra, you are absolutely right. Priyangshu, you are absolutely right. This Arthur Henry Hallam is the right answer here. And now tell me, what is the era? What is the time span of Victorian era? What is the time span of Victorian era? Victorian era का time span क्या है? What is the time span of Victorian era? What is the time span of Victorian era? Do write in the comment box. So we came to know that Inventor was published in 1850. It is an elegy. It is written in iambic pentameter. It is an elegy on the death of Arthur Henry Hallam. And now tell me, what is the time span of Victorian era? What is the time span of Victorian era? (1837 to 1901). Exactly, Deeptava, you are absolutely right. 1837 to 1901. This is the time span of Victorian era. Okay, moving on to question number 7. Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe wrote most of his novels in English, Igbo, Haswa, Swahili. Chinua Achebe wrote most of his novels English, Igbo, Haswa, Swahili. Most of his novels were written, and that's why he was actually criticized. Okay. So first thing you need to know that he is actually a Nigerian novelist. First thing you need to know that he is actually a Nigerian novelist. Okay. Isna, you also absolutely right. 1837 to 1901 is the. It is not 1903. It is 1837 to 1901. Okay. So Nigerian. So Chinua Achebe is actually the Nigerian novelist. But being a Nigerian. No, it is 1837 to 1901. Now tell me, Deeptava is saying that English. So in spite of his Nigerian identity, okay, Chinua Achebe has written in English. That's why Chinua Achebe has been criticized by the other writers, okay, by the other critics. Chinua Achebe has been criticized by the other critics, okay, that in spite of his Nigerianness, he has not written in that language. He has rather preferred to write in English language. So here English is the right answer. Isna, Diktava, you are absolutely right. English is the right answer. And you know Chinua Achebe, for which work Chinua Achebe famous? For which work? So it is Things Fall Apart. This is the tetralogy. It is not trilogy. It is the African trilogy. So Chinua Achebe has written let me erase it here. Okay. Chinua Achebe has written. Okay. Chinua Achebe has written the African trilogy. And it consists of 3 novels. The first novel is Things Fall Apart, the famous one, that is Things Fall Apart. The second one is, yeah, Deeptava, you are right, Things Fall Apart. And now Deeptava, tell me, the title Things Fall Apart has been taken from where? The title Things Fall Apart has been taken from where? Now the second one is No Longer at Ease. No longer at ease. And the third one is you have that is Arrow of God. Yes, Arrow of God. So Things Fall Apart is the first novel. The second novel is No Longer at Ease, and the third novel is Arrow of God. This is the African trilogy. And Things Fall Apart, the title has been taken from William Butler Yeats' The Second Coming. Exactly right, Preeti. Vishnu, exactly right. Yes, Deeptava, exactly. So William Butler Yeats' Second Coming. Chinua Achebe has been influenced by the works of William Butler Yeats' The Second Coming, and the title has been taken from that. Things Fall Apart. Okay. Moving ahead to question number. ऐसे रिलेट करके पढ़ना है, ठीक है? जब कोई क्वेश्चन आएगा ऐसे रिलेट करके ही पढ़ना, तब ज्यादा याद रहेगा. Moving on to question number 8 here. The following did not write personal essays. किसने, इसमें से कौन पर्सनल एसे नहीं लिखा है? द फॉलोइंग डिड नॉट राइट पर्सनल एसेस, बेकन, लैम, जोसेफ एडिसन, स्टिल। बेकन did the following did not write personal essays, who is he? बेकन, लैम, एडिसन, स्टिल। किसने पर्सनल एसेज नहीं लिखा है? इसना also right, Vishnu, Dittava, Isna, both of all of you are also right here, that second coming is the right answer. Exactly. Now tell me, the following did not write personal essays, who is he? I was really very much frustrated, okay, when I saw that, okay, all of the questions, okay, have been deleted, okay. I didn't know how it happened. So anyhow, I had compiled again 35 questions for all of you. So Diptava is saying that it is Bacon. Bacon is the right answer. Exactly. It is Bacon. Big, you know, Lamb has written especially Lamb, Edison, still they have written personal essays. They have written personal essays. Whereas Bacon has not written personal. So it's Bacon is the Francis Bacon is the right answer here. Exactly, Priyangshu. Parameswardeep, Diptava, Pragati, Preeti, all of you are right. All of you are right. Excellent. 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 Okay. Awesome. Moving on to question number 9 here. The ED. The ED in tight. So this is the root word. This is the root word. This is the root word of the base word. This is the root word of the base word. And in that word, the ED is a phoneme, morpheme, both phoneme and morpheme, or neither. The ED in tight, the root word of the base word is a phoneme, morpheme, both phoneme and morpheme. क्या है? पिछला क्वेश्चन का 8 का प्रीति, प्रियांशु, परमेश्वर, दीप्तवा, प्रगति, all of you are right actually. Now tell me the ED in tight is a phoneme, morpheme, both phoneme and morpheme, neither. क्या है? What would be the right answer here? Do write in the comment box. What is the right answer here? So here the right answer is C. C is the right answer. Both phoneme and morpheme. Both phoneme and morpheme is the right answer. Now what is phoneme? The smallest unit of sound is known as phoneme. The smallest unit of sound. The smallest unit of sound is known as phoneme, and the least meaningful unit, the least meaningful or the minimal, the meaningful unit of a language is known as morpheme. Phoneme, that is the sound, phone से sound आता है, that is smallest unit of sounds, and the least or the minimal meaningful unit of a language is known as morpheme. So here C is the right answer. Moving on to question number 10. Which of the following is not a feature of English phonology? Which of the following is not a feature? Is not a feature of English phonology? Phonology. Logy means study. Now your options are assimilation, elision, word stress, nasalization. इसमें से कौन सा एक इंग्लिश फोनोलॉजी का फीचर नहीं है, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स नहीं है? Which of the following is not a feature of English phonology? Options are assimilation, elision, word stress, nasalization. What would be the right answer here? Do write in the comment box. Do write in the comment box. What is the right answer here? What is the right answer here? So the right answer would be assimilation. Would be assimilation. Assimilation is the right answer. Does not feature in its phonology. Now what is assimilation? Assimilation, you know, assimilation and accommodation. Assimilation is old knowledge plus new knowledge. old knowledge plus new knowledge. That is, one is saying that no, it is not word stress actually. Word stress, naturalization, selection, these are part of phonology, whereas assimilation is not part of English phonology. Phonology does not deal with assimilations. Now, what is assimilation? You know, old and new knowledge is added, that is assimilation. जब modify होता है, that is accommodation. Old plus new plus modify जब होता है, that is assimilation. Accommodation कब होता है? Old plus new, old knowledge plus new knowledge plus modification हो रहा है, प्लस मॉडिफिकेशन है, तब क्या हो रहा है? एक्कोमोडेशन हो रहा है, तब एक्कोमोडेशन हो रहा है. So here assimilation does not deal with English phonology. So here A is the right answer here. Moving ahead to question number 11. Tagore's Gitanjali. Tagore's Gitanjali is a collection of narrative poems, rhymes for children, religious poem, reflective poem. Rabindranath Tagore's Gitanjali is a collection of narrative poems, rhymes for children, religious poem, reflective poem. To answer in the comment box. Tagore का गीतांजलि is a collection of narrative poems, rhymes for children, religious poems, reflective poem. क्या है? What would be the right answer here? Tagore का गीतांजलि is a collection of narrative poems, rhymes for children. दीप्त बोलो, religious poem, reflective poem. And you know that the English version of Gitanjali, the English version of Gitanjali, the English version of Gitanjali, here Krishna is saying religious, Diktava is saying religious. It is not religious. Is Gitanjali a religious poem? Correction of no. Reflective poem. Reflective poem. It is reflective. Pragati Priya, you are absolutely right. Pragati Priya, you are absolutely right. It is a reflective poem. D is the answer. The English version of Gitanjali. The English version of Gitanjali is actually, it contains Priyanshu D. Yeah, exactly, it is, you are right actually. The English version of Gitanjali, Diktava, you are also absolutely right. D is the answer here. The English version of Gitanjali, it had actually 103 English prose poem. 103 English prose poem. So Gitanjali में कितना है? 103 prose poem. Okay. Moving ahead to question number 12. Homonyms क्या है? अब बोलो homonyms क्या है? The options are words which are spelled and pronounced the same but which differ in meaning. Words with a religious or political significance. Words which undergo a change in meaning through or metaphorical expression in English vocabulary. Homonyms क्या है? What is homonyms? Homonyms क्या है? In the comment box, what is homonym? Homonym क्या है? Words which are spelled and pronounced. Isna is saying that A. Isna is saying A. Okay. Isna is saying A. Words which are spelled and pronounced the same but which differ in meaning. Yeah, exactly right, Isna. You are absolutely right that words which are spelled, and Preeti also saying that A is the right answer here. Words which are spelled and pronounced the same but which differ in meaning. Homonym. Like you say that right, R-I-G-H-T, right and right. So it is pronounced but the meaning are, words are spelled and pronounced the same but which differ in meaning. Right. And again bat, bat, bat. So these are all examples of homonym. Okay. Preeti also saying that A is the right answer. Exactly. Okay. Next question. Question number 13 here. The great influx of Latin. Influx mean intake. Influx mean intake. So the great influx or the intake of Latin words happened at the time of Reformation, Great Fire, Renaissance. None of these. लैटिन वर्ड कब आया था? The great influx or intake of Latin happened at the time of Reformation, Great Fire, Renaissance, none of these. What would be the right answer here? Reformation के टाइम पे, Great Fire के टाइम पे, Renaissance के टाइम पे और none of these. What is the right answer here? The great influx of Latin happened at the time of Reformation, Great Fire, Renaissance, none of these. What would be the right answer here? Do write in the comment box. Latin words were. So here the right answer is actually, the right answer is, it is not Reformation during the Renaissance period. During the Renaissance period. During the Renaissance period, it is the great influx of Latin happened. So here C is the right answer. It is not Reformation. Rather, the right answer is here Renaissance. Renaissance is the right answer here. Moving on to question number 14. Period in English literature from 1901 to 1910 is called the Pre-Raphaelite, the Edwardian, the Modern, the Georgian period. Okay, period in English literature from 1901 to 1910 is called Pre-Raphaelite, Edwardian, the Modern, the Georgian. कौन सा पीरियड है? 1901 से 1910. इस टाइम स्पेन को कौन सा पीरियड बोला जाता है इन इंग्लिश लिटरेचर? Pre-Raphaelites, the Edwardian, the Modern, the Georgian. What would be the right answer here? 1901 to 1910. बोलो बोलो. Pre-Raphaelite, Edwardian, Modern, Georgian क्या होगा? Preeti, it is not actually 1901 to 1910. It is not actually, it is not B, it is not B, it is not B, it is Sonu. You are absolutely right, bache. You are absolutely right. It is the Georgian period. D. George was the first, George the second, George the third, and George. No, sorry, it was actually. Georgian period. Yeah, exactly. Georgian period is the right answer here. No. I'm extremely sorry that the Edwardian period is the right answer. Okay. Extremely sorry for my mistake. So it is actually the Edwardian period. The Edwardian period is the right answer. Okay. And the Georgian period is actually from 1714 to 1830 exactly. 1830 to 1837. Yeah, that period. This is the period of the Georgian period. I am extremely sorry for my mistake. Exactly right. Preeti Isna, you are absolutely right. Pragati, you are absolutely right. This is the Edwardian period. 1901 to 1910. You are absolutely right that it is the Edwardian period. And Georgian period is actually 1714 to 1830 or 1837. So here this is the Georgian period. Okay, here B is the right answer. Okay, next question. Moving on to question number 15. Matthew Arnold criticized Chaucer's poetry for lacking. Why did Matthew Arnold criticize Chaucer? For which reason Matthew Arnold criticized Chaucer? So Matthew Arnold criticized Chaucer poetry, high seriousness, aesthetic skill. What would be the right answer here? In the previous question number 14, the right answer is Edwardian period. 1901 to 1910. This is the time span of Edwardian period. Okay. Matthew Arnold criticized Chaucer's poetry for lacking. You know that in which work Matthew Arnold is actually criticizing Chaucer's poetry? It is the Okay, the options are actually here. B is actually, okay, it is B, C, D. Then it will be high seriousness, lacking of high seriousness. Okay, that is the high seriousness. Yeah, got it. Ditya got it. So it is here lacking of high seriousness is the right answer here. Actually A B C D ऐसे होता A C B D हो गया ठीक है, but the right answer is high seriousness. High seriousness is the right answer. In which work? It is the in study of poetry. In study of poetry. In study of poetry, Matthew Arnold has criticized Chaucer's poetry for lacking high seriousness. So here B is the right answer. Study poetry, and he has also Mukesh also absolutely right. Diktava absolutely right. Priyanshu absolutely right here. Hmm. And again, so you know that Matthew Arnold has coined a phrase here in this work, the study of poetry. There is a touchstone method. इसको भी कॉपी में लिख देना, touchstone method. Touchstone method किसने दिया था? Touchstone method. Touchstone method. Touchstone method was given by Matthew Arnold in this work, the study of poetry. The touchstone method was given by Matthew Arnold, and Chaucer's poetry को उसने क्या किया था? Criticize किया था due to the lack of high seriousness. Moving ahead to question number 16. Which of the following forms of poetry appropriately describes Parl? Parl poem जो क्या है? It's a heroic poem. It's an alliterative verse, an elegy, romance. बोलो, which of the following forms of poetry appropriately describes parts? पाल पोएम को आप क्या बोलते हो? heroic poem है, alliterative verse है, elegy है, romance है. What would be the right answer here? What would be the right answer here? देखो सारे क्वेश्चन जो है ना, पूरा ही क्वेश्चन पूरा एकदम प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन है. बहुत सारा यूनिवर्सिटी के क्वेश्चन हमने कंपाइल किया है. ठीक है, आज मैंने 100 से भी ज्यादा कंपाइल किया था, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली क्या हो गया, मैं सेव नहीं किया सब क्वेश्चन, मतलब डिलीट हो गया. ठीक है, फिर से हमको प्रिपेयर करना पड़ेगा. तो मेरा पास अभी 35 क्वेश्चन प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस है. टुमारो आई विल बी कमिंग विद अनदर 60 to 70 important MCQ questions. Okay, don't worry, I will be covering only 35 questions today. Now tell me, Paul is a what kind of poem? Now tell me, Paul is a what kind of poem? No, Mukesh, it is not. Mukesh, why you are saying E? Why you are saying E? Where is the option E? Okay, it is Priyanshu, you are absolutely right. Parl, purity and patience. Diktava, Priyanshu, absolutely right. It's an alliterative verse. You know that in the Middle English period, Parl, purity and patience. These are the, and Sargavan and the green light. These are the alliterative verbs. Parl, purity, patience. These are the alliterative verbs during the Middle English period. So alliterative verse is the right answer here. Diktava Priyanshu, absolutely right. Parl is the alliterative poem here. Moving ahead to question number 17. The title of Thomas More's Utopia. Mukesh, you are absolutely right. B is the right answer. Mukesh, you are absolutely right. B is the right answer. Alliterative verse. Now, question number 17. The title of Thomas More's Utopia. Thomas More's Utopia stands for remote island in South Seas, an ideal state, a place that is not new world. The title of Thomas More's Utopia stands for remote island in the South Seas, an ideal state, a place that is not a new world. What would be the right answer here? Preeti is saying that Preeti, Sanu, Preeti is the first who gave the right answer. Preeti, it is actually B, an ideal state. An ideal state. Preeti, you are absolutely right. Utopia stands for an ideal state. So it is the B. B, a place that is not. It is not. No. This is an ideal state. Utopia is actually an ideal state. Utopia is an ideal state. Is it a place that is not? Dipti? Okay, let me check it once. Utopia, an ideal state, a place nowhere. Actually, that utopia. Okay, let me recheck these questions. Okay, I will don't take this answer actually. I'll have to check once more. Okay, okay. But utopia means no. Sorry for the mistake. I will have to check it. Moving on to question number 18 here. Which character in Edmund Spenser's Fairy Queen is considered to represent Elizabeth the First? But I am confused. Which character in now tell me which character in Edmund Spenser's Fairy Queen is considered to represent Elizabeth the First? Now your options are Gloriana, Una, Britomart, then Britomart and Florinel. What is the right answer here? So Gloriana, Una represents actually truth. Una actually represents truth, whereas Virgin Britomart represents chastity. Chastity. Okay. Virgin Britomart represents chastity. Una represents truth, whereas Britomart represents chastity. Okay. Now what is the right answer here? What was the last questions? So tell me what will be the right answer. Question number 18 का आंसर क्या होगा? Okay, it is Gloriana. So in which character in Edmund Spenser Fairy Queen is considered to represent Elizabeth the First? It is Gloriana. The character Gloriana represents Elizabeth the First. So here it is Gloriana is the right answer, and Una represents truth, whereas Virgin Bitumet represents chastity. Now let me clarify one thing in the previous question, that is question number 17. So the title of Thomas More's Utopia is actually an ideal state, and you if there is a place that is not an imaginary state भी हो सकता है, लेकिन ideal state भी होगा जहाँ पे सब कुछ ठीक ठाक चलता है, जहाँ पे सब कुछ ठीक ठाक चलता है, ideal state भी होगा, ideal state भी होगा यूटोपिया, एंड ideal state जहाँ पे सब कुछ ठीक ठाक चलता है. आइडियल स्टेट राइट आंसर है. ठीक है, इधर पे आइडियल स्टेट ही राइट आंसर है. ठीक है, आइडियल स्टेट ही राइट आंसर है इधर पे यूटोपिया. ठीक है, बी इज द राइट आंसर. बी इज द राइट आंसर. ओके. I will discuss this question tomorrow. Okay. With more details. Tomorrow I will discuss this question with more details. And ideal state is the right answer here. जहाँ पे सब कुछ सही चलता है, that is why it is utopia. And अगर इधर पे लिखा रहता इवन इमेजिनरी अगर लिखा रहता था तब होता यूटोपिया. इमेजिनरी a place that is not exist, that does not exist तब होता, लेकिन आइडियल स्टेट राइट आंसर है. ठीक है, ओके. इसका क्वेश्चन नंबर 18 का आंसर क्या है? which character in Edmund Spenser's Fairy Queen is considered to represent Elizabeth the One? It is Gloriana. Gloriana राइट आंसर है. Yes, Ritik Krishna Behra, you are absolutely right. Gloriana is the right answer. A is the right answer. Moving on to question 19. Moving ahead to question number 19. Now tell me, Mr. Kurtz, he did. This line forms the epigraph. Actually, I was confused. Everybody was saying that they are saying that it is actually a place that is not. That's why I was confused. But ideal state is the right answer. Okay. Moving on to question number 19. Mr. Kurtz, he did. This line forms the Mr. Kurtz, he did. This line forms the epigraph of which poem by T.S. Eliot? No, Big Brother is a dystopian fiction there. It is utopian fiction. Mr. Kurtz, he did. Mr. Kurtz is age. So this line forms the epigraph of the which poem? Yeah. Hollow Man, Deep Tavasira, then Parameswar D. Priyanshu is the first one to give the right answer here. Holloman is the right answer. Priyanshu, Diptava, Parameswar, you are absolutely right. That Mr. Kaj idiot. This line forms the epigraph of which poem by T.S. Eliot? Journey of the Magi, Jeronson, the Hollow Man, 4 quarters. It is the Hollow Man. Hollow Man is the right answer. Mukesh, you are absolutely right. It is the C, that is the Hollow Man is the right answer. Moving on to question number 20. Identify the 17th century poet who is noted for emblem poetry. Thomas Carew, Richard Crasso, Francis Wallace, Henry Vaughan. Identify the 17th century poet who is noted for emblem poetry. Thomas Carew, Richard Crasso, Francis Wallace, Henry Vaughan. What is the right answer here? Identify the 17th century poet who is noted for emblem poetry. Thomas Carew, Richard Crasso, Francis Wallace, Henry Vaughan. What is the right answer here? Emblem poetry. Who is known for emblem poetry? Who is known for emblem poetry? Who is known for emblem poetry? It is. It is. It is not Richard Crasso. It is not Richard Crasso. It is Francis Wallace. C is the right answer. Francis Wallace is the right answer who is known for emblem poetry. So here C is the right answer here. Moving ahead to question number 21. Style. Baroque is defined as, what is Baroque? What is Baroque? Baroque is defined as an ornate and exaggerated style of painting or writing, or a witty and ingenious method of argument, a form of satiric literature, a pedantic manner of discourse. Baroque is defined as an ornate and exaggerated style of painting or writing, a witty and ingenious method of argument, a form of satiric literature, a pedantic manner of discourse. What is Baroque? So this is the wrong option here. Now the 3 remaining options: a form of satiric literature, a witty ingenious method of argument, or an ornate and exaggerated style of painting or writing. Baroque is actually, it is not C. Baroque is actually an ornate and exaggerated style of painting or writing. Baroque style. An ornate and exaggerated style of painting or writing is the Baroque. A is the right answer. A is the right answer. Moving on to question number 22. Who among the following writers did not belong to the Bloomsbury group? Bloomsbury group में कौन सा writer नहीं है? E.M. Forster, D.H. Lawrence, Virginia Woolf, Lytton Strachey. Who among the following writers did not belong to the Bloomsbury group? E.M. Forster, D.H. Lawrence. Yes, A could be the right answer here because it includes painting too. Yeah, A is the right answer. An ornate and exaggerated style of painting or writing. So A is the right answer. Aditya. A is the exactly. A is the right answer. I told. A is the right answer. Next question. Who among the following writer did not belong to the Bloomsbury Group. Priyanshu, absolutely right. It is D.H. Lawrence. Priyanshu is the first who has given the right answer here. D.H. Lawrence. D.H. Lawrence is the right answer. E.M. Foster, Parameswar D. Deepti Kumari. It is not. It is not C actually. It is D.H. Lawrence. Virginia Woolf, Little Strachey, E.M. Foster. All of them were part of Bloomsbury Group, whereas D.H. Lawrence was not part of Bloomsbury Group. Okay, B is the here right answer. B is the right answer here. Deepti, you are too late. You are giving the answer of you are giving the Francis Wallace. That is emblem poetry. You are giving the answer of question number 20. Now we are doing question number 22. We are doing question number 22. Deepti, you are late. You are giving the answer question number 20. That Francis Wallace is associated with emblem poetry. Emblem poetry. Next question. Oh, sorry. Here is the explanation that the Bloomsbury group or a Bloomsbury set was a group of associated English writers, intellectuals, philosophers, and artists in the first half of the 20th century, including Virginia Woolf, John Maynard Keynes, E.M. Foster, Lytton Strachey. So here D.H. Lawrence was not a part of a Bloomsbury group. So B is the right answer. Next question. Which of the following this question is repeated here. Okay. Question 24. Who wrote Blame Not My Lute? Who wrote Blame Not My Lute? Thomas Wade, Thomas Moore, Thomas Mallory, Thomas Mann. इसने लिखा है Who wrote Blame Not My Lute? Thomas Wade, Thomas Moore, Thomas Mallory, Thomas Mann. किसने लिखा है? Who wrote the poetry Blame Not My Lute? किसने लिखा है? Thomas Wade, Thomas Moore, Thomas Mallory, Thomas Mann. देखो, Thomas Mann is known as the transposed head. The transposed head that had influenced Girish Karnad to write Hayabadana. Thomas Mallory क्या लिखा है? Mort d'Arthur. Mallory is Mort d'Arthur. That is the death of Arthur. And Thomas More क्या लिखा है? Utopia. And Thomas Wade क्या लिखा है? Blame Not My Lute. It is not Mallory. Thomas Wade ने लिखा है. Blame Not. Okay. Don't worry. It's okay. It can happen. Deepti, network issue हो सकता है. That is not a big deal. You can watch this session later. It can happen. Okay. Which among the following graphic novels? This is very tough question actually. Which among the following graphic novels? Was the first to be nominated? For the 2018 Man Booker Prize? Sabrina, Son of Hitler. That is Son of Hitler. The Strange, The Red Book. Deepti Kumari, Thomas Wade is the right answer. And here, which of the following graphic novels was the first to be nominated for the 2018 Booker Prize? Preeti, you are absolutely right. Sabrina is the right answer. Deeptavasina, you are absolutely right. It's Sabrina. Sabrina is the right answer. And this novel was written by Nick Danso. Sabrina is a graphic novel. It's a graphic novel by Nick Danso that was first published by Drawn and Quarterly in May 2018. And in the story, the murder of a woman named Sabrina spawns various conspiracy theories, and the book examines the impact these false narratives have on the lives of the victims, friends, and family. So Sabrina is a graphic novel by Nick Danso. Moving ahead to question number 26. Beside the French Revolution, इसके अलावा, that is beside the French Revolution, what other historical development featured in the novels of Charles Dickens? Charles Dickens का नॉवेल पे फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन के साथ साथ और क्या हिस्टोरिकल डेवलपमेंट फीचर हुआ है? अमेरिकन सिविल वॉर, यूटिलिटेरियन मूवमेंट. I am also having some network issue. Why it is happening, I do not know. So beside the French Revolution, what other historical so it is actually Crimean War. Crimean War is the right answer here. Besides French Revolution, it is the Crimean War that was featured in the novels of Charles Dickens. Okay, so here C is the right answer. C is Sonu. Sonu, you are absolutely right. It is the C. C is the right answer here. Moving ahead to question number 27. Who wrote the novel? Who wrote the novel An Unsocial Socialist? Who wrote the novel An Unsocial Socialist? Aldous Huxley, Arnold Bennett, George Bernard Shaw, Herbert George Wells, H.G. Wells. H.G. Wells. Who wrote the novel An Unsocial Socialist? किसने लिखा है? Who wrote the novel An Unsocial Socialist? किसने लिखा है? अल्डोस हक्सली, आर्नोल्ड बेनेट, जॉर्ज बर्नार्ड शॉ. दीप्तवा बोलो, इसना कैसे अल्डोस हक्सली हो सकता है? कैसे हो सकता है? ये तो नहीं है. ओके, आई एम omitting the options now. H.G. Wells, Arnold Bennett. Okay, now tell me. I am omitting this option. Huxley. Now you have Arnold Bennett and G.B. Shaw. Tell me. Bennett and G.B. Shaw किसने लिखा है? बोलो. Unsocial Socialist किसने लिखा है? It is G.B. Shaw. जॉर्ज बर्नार्ड शॉ ने लिखा है. जॉर्ज G.B. Shaw has written an unsocial socialist. So C is the right answer. Okay. Moving on to question number 28. Which among the following novels does not deal with Dipti Kumari? G.B. Shaw is the right answer here. Which among the following novels does not deal with the doppelganger theme? Does not deal with doppelganger theme. The Secret Sharer, Orlando, The Picture of Dorian Gray, Romeo. What would be the right answer here? Now, no, you know the Secret Sharer किसने लिखा है? The Secret Sharer was written by Joseph Conrad. किसने लिखा है? जोसेफ कॉर्नाड ने लिखा है. जोसेफ कॉनराड ने लिखा है. दैट इज द सीक्रेट शेयरर. एंड ओरलैंडो किसने लिखा है? वर्जीनिया वुल्फ ने लिखा है. पिक्चर ऑफ डोरियन किसने लिखा है? पिक्चर ऑफ डोरियन ग्रे. और नाउ डोपेलगैंगर थीम सीक्रेट शेयरर पे है, ओरलैंडो पे भी है, पिक्चर ऑफ डोरियन ग्रे भी है. क्रोमियानो पे नहीं है. एंड पिक्चर ऑफ डोरियन ग्रे किसने लिखा है? ऑस्कर वाइल्ड लिखे हैं. ऑस्कर वाइल्ड लिखे हैं. क्या लिखा है? द पिक्चर ऑफ डोरियन ग्रे. ओरलैंडो, जहां पे ओरलैंडो वर्जीनिया वुल्फ, सीक्रेट शेयरर जोसेफ कॉनराड. रोमियो किसने लिखा है? हक्सले, एल्डोस हक्सले ने लिखा है रोमियो. एंड डोपेलगैंगर थीम कैन बी फाउंड A B C. सीक्रेट शेयरर, ओरलैंडो, पिक्चर ऑफ डोरियन ग्रे पे, लेकिन रोमियो पे नहीं मिला है. सो हियर D is the right answer. Does not deal. So here D is the right answer here. Moving on to question number 29. Which of the following works is associated with Michel Foucault? Which of the following work is associated with Michel Foucault? Madness and Civilization, Discipline and Punish, The Order of Things, all of the above. Which of the following works is associated with Michel Foucault? Madness and Civilization, Discipline and Punish, The Order of Things, all of the above. So Diptava is saying that D is the exactly right. Diptava, you are right. That D, all the above is the right answer here. These are all works written by Michel Foucault. Madness and Civilization, Discipline and Punish, The Order of Things. Okay, these are all works written by Michel Foucault. Archaeology of Knowledge is another work written by Michel Foucault. Okay. Diptava, you are absolutely right. D is the right answer. बाकी सब कहाँ गए? क्या नींद आ गया क्या? आकी लुकर Absolutely right. D is the right answer. Now, and now question number 30. Which among the following, which among the following novels by Graham Greene has been described as entertainment? ग्राहम ग्रीन का कौन सा नॉवेल has been described as entertainment? Heart of the सोनू बोल रहा है डी, सोनू बोल रहा है डी, all of the above. Entertainment, heart of the matter, heart of the matter, the power and the glory, our man in Havana, Brighton Rock. So here, Deeptava, which question you are saying the D is the answer? Which question? Deeptava Sinha, Deepti Kumari, all of the above. D. It is not D actually. Oh, okay. You are asking, give me the question 30 probably. D, huh? So it is not D actually. It is actually, Deeptava, it is actually Our Man in Havana. Our Man in Havana. This novel is actually has been described as entertainment. This novel has been described as entertainment. Okay. Okay, so Our Man in Havana written by Graham Greene, and this novel has been described as entertainment. So here C is the right answer. Okay, moving on to question 31. Aristotle, what is Aristotle's main reason? Aristotle का main reason क्या था for justifying the importance of mimesis? Mimesis means imitation. Mimesis means imitation. Mimesis means imitation. Now tell me, what is Aristotle's main reason? Aristotle का main reason क्या था for justifying the importance of mimesis or the imitation? Now your options are: it is a natural to man, or it is essential for poetry, or it produces pleasure, or it helps in the process of learning. Mimesis क्या होता है? It is natural to man, or it is essential for poetry, or it produces pleasure, or it helps in the process of learning. How does Aristotle justify the use of or the importance of mimesis? It is natural to man, it is essential for poetry, or it produces pleasure, or it helps in the process of learning. Diptava, you are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Thank you. Welcome. So it is natural to man. Mimesis actually it is natural. तो natural चीज है, तो इसी वजह से Aristotle justify कर रहा है, नहीं, it is natural thing. So everybody imitate actually. So it is natural to man. Preeti, Bisal, Deeptava, you are absolutely right. So it is natural to man. Aristotle's main reason for justifying the importance of mimesis is it is natural to man. A is the right answer here. Exactly, Dipti Kumari. You are also absolutely right. It is natural to man. Moving on to question number 32. Now tell me, who was the poet Wordsworth praised as a laboring class writer? इसमें से कौन सा पोएट को क्या कर रहे हैं? वर्ड्सवर्थ क्या कर रहे हैं? प्रेज कर रहा है. Who was the poet Wordsworth praised as a laboring class writer? And he is saying that who walked and in joy following his plough along the mountain side. Who was the poet Wordsworth praised as a laboring class writer? Who walked and in joy following his plough along the mountain side. Diptava is saying that Barnes. Exactly. Absolutely right. Awesome. Awesome. Well done. That's a well done. So here Robert Barnes is the right answer. It is not John Clear. You know that Robert Barnes is known as ploughman poet. Robert Barnes is known as ploughman poet. And John Clear is the peasant poet. John Clear is the peasant poet. So here the plough, the word is plough. Plough is written to Robert Barnes. That's why it is a ploughman poet. Ploughman poet. Robert Barnes is the answer here. John Clear is known as the peasant poet, whereas Robert Barnes is known as the ploughman poet. And Wordsworth is here talking about the ploughman poet Robert Barnes in these lines, who walked and in joy following his plough along the mountain side. Deepti, also you are absolutely right. It is Robert Barnes. Robert Barnes is the right answer here. Moving on to question number 33. Which of George Eliot's novel is set during the time of the First Reform Act? The First Reform Act. Which of George Eliot's novel is set? इसमें से कौन सा नॉवेल जॉर्ज एलियट का that is set during the time of First Reform Act in England? इंग्लैंड में जो फर्स्ट रिफॉर्म एक्ट आया था उसी दौरान जॉर्ज एलियट का नॉवेल आया था. What is the right answer? सोनू निषद. Robert Burns is the right answer. दीप्ति कुमारी, सोनू निषद. Diptava is saying that it is Middlemarch. Exactly, you are absolutely right. It is right actually. Don't think, confirm it that it is right. Actually, Middlemarch is the right answer. It is the Middlemarch. Now tell me, when did first Reform Act came? When did first Reform Act come? कब आया था? When did first Reform Act come? In 18. When did first Reform Act come in England? 18. Middlemarch is the here right answer. Middlemarch is the right answer. That which of George Eliot's novels it said in. Now what is the subtitle of Middlemarch? Middlemarch का subtitle क्या है? D is the Aki Looker. D is the right answer. Now tell me what is the subtitle? Sonu is the D is the right answer. Exactly right. Sonu, Aki, Diktava. Absolutely right. Middlemarch is the right answer. Now tell me what is the subtitle of Middlemarch and in which year in England first Reform Act came. First Reform Act कब आया था? 1832 पे. In 1832 first Reform Act कब आया था? In 1832 पे. Now Dipti Kumari, Middlemarch is the right answer. Exactly. Now tell me what is the subtitle of George Eliot's novel Middlemarch? It is that a study of provincial life. A study of provincial life. A study of provincial life. This is the subtitle of Middlemarch. Study of provincial life is the subtitle of Dipti is saying at 1832 first Reform Act came in 1832 and Middlemarch subtitle is a study of provincial life. Now what is the actual name of George Eliot? George Eliot is the pen name. George Eliot is the pen name. Now what is the actual name of George Eliot? Now tell me what is the actual name of George Eliot? What is the actual? Mary and Evans. Diptava Sinha, you are exactly right. Absolutely right. Well done. बहुत अच्छा. George Eliot. ठीक है এখানে করতে হবে, খুব ভালো হচ্ছে. Which of George Eliot's novel is set? So George Eliot, Preeti is also absolutely right. Mary and Evans is the actual name of George Eliot. Exactly. Now it is here. Okay, moving into question 34 here. In the Asterix comics, so there is a comics name Asterix. In the Asterix comics, who is named after a noted character in Chaucer? In Chaucer, the non-Fristel. So in the Asterix comics, who is named after Dipti Kumari, Mary and Evans is absolutely right. Who is named after a noted character in Chaucer's the non-Fristel? In the Asterix comics, who is named after a noted character in the Chaucer's the non-Fristles? The village blacksmith, the village rooster, chanty clerics, or one of the pirates, the Loch Ness monster. The Loch Ness monster. In the Asterix comics, who is named after a noted? No, Diktava, no. It is actually Chanty. So in the non-Fristles, we find the character Chanticleer. Chanticleer is the rooster. Okay. So Chanticleer is the rooster in non-Fristles. So in the Asterix comics, here the village rooster, Chanticleerix. It is modified here. Chanticleerix is the right answer here. C is the right answer here. Okay. It is actually again it is BC. The village rooster, Chanticleer is the right answer here. This one is the right answer here. In the non-Fristles, there is the character Chanticleer. This is the rooster, and here in the Asterix comics, it is modified as Chanticleerix, the village rooster. So here, this one is the right answer here. Okay. Moving on to question number 35. I think this is the last question. This is the last question. Which post-structuralist thinker is associated with the concept of simulacra? Michel Foucault, Roland Barthes, Jim Baudrillard, Gilles Deleuze. क्विज में भी क्वेश्चन कम दिए थे. Which post-structuralist thinker is associated with? Diktava Sinha, you are absolutely right. Jim Baudrillard is associated with the concept of simulacra. So here C is the right answer. ठीक है, C is the right answer. Diktava Sinha, you are absolutely right. Baudrillard is the right answer. So C is the right answer. So these were all 35 questions. सेशन को प्लीज लाइक कर देना, शेयर कर देना, सब्सक्राइब कर देना चैनल को. ठीक है, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लो, शेयर कर दो और लाइक भी कर दो. ठीक है. दीप्ति कुमारी, you are also right. Priyanshu also absolutely right here. Dipti, Priyanshu, Diktava, absolutely right. Thank you for your support and love you all and have a good night. कल फिर मिलते हैं, ठीक है। कल बहुत ज्यादा क्वेश्चन लेके आएंगे, ठीक है, प्रॉमिस करता हूँ, ठीक है। कल बहुत ज्यादा क्वेश्चन लेके आएंगे, प्रॉमिस करता हूँ, ठीक है। ओके, गुड नाइट, हैव अ गुड नाइट टू ऑल ऑफ यू। थैंक यू फॉर योर सपोर्ट, थैंक यू फॉर योर सपोर्ट एंड लव। Keep sharing, do like and do subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon to get more notification that I will upload